it's time to dish with D. In the rain. That's right. It's raining this morning. I didn't know it was supposed to rain. Maybe if you watch the news, you'd know. Oh, how's it going? It's Monday. Let's start off by saying I had a lot of interesting comments about my video the other day, and I'm happy about that. I love getting interaction. You know that. But I love Weight Watchers program. That's why I would go to iTrack Bites, because guess what? It's the same program. So yes, this is nothing against the WW program at all. Company, perhaps. But you know what? It's a bad time. It is. That doesn't mean I have to stay there though. But I'm riding it out. I'm waiting. So playing the waiting game is always easy, I think. We'll see. I'll know more at the end of February, because that's when my app is up. So from now till then, I am a Weight Watchers of Internet franchise, actually, player. Like I said, that's why I mentioned iTrack Bites, because same program, different app. Because I love counting points. It's easy. It's doable for me. I can handle it. It's simplified. Like, I need something simplified. When something be too complicated, then I won't do it. So let's put that out there, and thank you all for everything. It's, I didn't think it'd be that, but I guess, things, like I said, it was chatter. You hear around. I know nothing. I was just giving what I'm hearing and asking what you've heard. So with that, let's go to today's vlog, and that is habits, old habits. I always say it's a difficult time, and I've said this before this time of year, but what I want to say is be careful. I'll tell you why. You know how easily we slip back into the old habits that we tried to change in the last, how long ever you've been on program? I've been on program 3 years. So I've built up some really good habits. And, I don't want to see them go into pot, because let me tell you something. You can get right back in your old method of eating like that. As much as we say, well, it's the holidays, I'm just going, you'd be surprised how that spirals. And I don't want that to happen to you. So I'm just warning you. You make your own decisions, because I'm not your keeper. I do not make your decisions for you. We're all adults. We can all decide what we can do for each other. I'm not going to judge you at all. I'm here no matter what happens. I'm just warning you that, let me tell you something, you could fall back into the old way of you used to eat very quickly. Very quickly. Almost too quickly, to be honest. And it's a little bit frightening, because I gained in a few short months close to 30 pounds. And I thought I was doing well. That's the part that I laugh at. I thought I was doing well. And obviously I wasn't, because I gained 30 pounds. Because I let myself slip back into old habits, thinking I had it all under control. And I didn't. So I'm just saying, be careful is all. Because let me tell you something, you don't realize how much you're eating. That's why I tell people, they'll say, I'm not tracking. Track. I'm not saying don't eat it. I'm saying know what you're eating. So you can look back and, like, why did I gain weight? And look back and see which way and go, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, that's why I did. I'm not going to be the channel that tells you don't eat it. Just put it down. No, because I know that's not realistic. I'm just saying, put it in your tracker. This way, when you want to go over that week, you know what you ate. You'll go, ooh, yeah, forgot about that. Because we don't remember what we ate. Not even a little bit. It's kind of like, that, date you don't remember. A blind date that was so bad. We tend to block things out we don't want to remember. I don't remember eating that second piece of cake. Oh, I ate a piece of cake. No, you ate 2 pieces of cake. But you didn't remember that because you didn't write it down. And it kind of just all blurred into 1 piece of cake, but really it was 2 large pieces of cake. And maybe a few cookies. And maybe a piece of candy. And when you sat there and add all that up, you realize, wow, that was like 45 points of dessert. I told you, a piece of cheesecake at the Cheesecake Factory is like 80 points. I'm not sitting there telling you not to eat it. I'm telling you to make sure you write it down so you remember what you ate. So if you need to look back, and trust me when I tell you, it's very eye-awakening to sit there and go, geez, why did I gain like 8 pounds this week? Well, let's go back and look at what I ate. Oh, that could be it. Yeah, I was over points here. You know, we're all human. We're all going to eat. And you should eat. You should enjoy your holidays. I'm just telling you to be tracking it. Now, do you think if you track it, you'll feel guilty about it? Maybe that's why people don't track. They don't want to feel the guilt. But you still put it in your mouth. So I don't know if not tracking changes that. It doesn't. You still ate it. I'm just wanting you to be aware of what you ate. And maybe next time you might say, you know what, next time I do that, I'm just going to have this and not that. Or were you satisfied with what you ate? Did you sit there and say to yourself, I would have been better off just having this and I would have been fine? Sometimes we want it all. We want everything. And then we realize when we look back, you know, if I just had this, I'd have been fine. Guilt is the worst. I think I say this all the time. Guilt is the worst thing you could eat because you'll just, and it's not worth it sometimes. I mean, some things are totally worth it. Oh yeah, they're worth it. You know, and the memory that some of the food holds is, I say this all the time, being Italian, all our holidays, all our big events, the tissue, do I have any? Revolve around food. They do. And each certain things have certain food, like Christmas and stuff. There's just these foods that I know I'm gonna have because, and the smell and the taste are my memory, and it's like I'm not gonna ever give that up. Heck no. Give up the anchovy spaghetti? Are you kidding me? I know that sounds really, really weird, anchovy spaghetti sauce, but it is an Italian tradition. Some people call it aliege. We always call it anchovy sauce. And every Christmas Eve morning, when I woke up, from a young child to probably an adult, because I lived at home till I was close to 30. I think I got married when I was 30, so it was probably, yeah. I woke up to that smell of that stinky fish sauteing in the pan. Yeah, it's a very distinct smell, but that smell is Christmas Eve. It is Christmas Eve. Every year of my life, I have smelled that because I started making it after I got married. So I was the one in charge of the sauce. So even though we're not going anywhere this Christmas Eve, we go every year to my brother's. We're not going this year because of COVID. It's just, you know, it's just being safe. That's all. I'm still going to make it. We're still going to have our Christmas Eve. It's going to be not as big as and extravagant as it usually is, but we're going to do it because you can still create a fun environment on your own. And I'm going to have my kids that woke up to that sauce. It's like, come down, oh yeah, it's Christmas Eve. And it just, the smell brings you right back. And I will never give that up. There's no reason to. There is no reason to. Especially that, because that sauce, and that's like, it's probably 0 points when I break it down. It's just really tomatoes and anchovies and some garlic and, you know, maybe a little olive oil, but you're making a vat of it, so I don't think it's really that big of a deal. It's just, of course, the pasta. And I'm saving my points, and I'm having my delicious plate of spaghetti. Well, it won't be a plate, obviously, but it's going to be I'm probably going to have 8 points worth of spaghetti. Real spaghetti. I haven't any of that. No, it's real semolina, 6 point for 2 ounces spaghetti. Because that's a holiday, and that's what I eat, and that's what I enjoy. And I will track it, and I will enjoy it. So that is my spiel for today. I always say, the more honest we are with ourselves, the more that we're truly on plan. People that lie to themselves aren't really on plan. And who are they lying to? Themselves. Where is that going to get you? Nowhere. But it took me a long time to learn that. I didn't learn that one overnight. No. That was something. But I'm here to tell you about that because nobody told me. There was nobody vlogging about that. So I feel like I'm, not that I'm blazing a trailway, but I feel like I'm very openly and honest with you. It's very raw, these vlogs. They're very raw, and I want them that way because I want you to know what you're getting into, what you're going to face, and what's out there. And yeah, it's not always pretty. And yeah, sometimes it's really grueling and dirty and nasty and sad. And there's some like grieving going on because there's just this relationship that you've had with certain foods that kind of have to change. Not always get rid of, but change. Things have to change. And that is what I want to bring to you. And it's definitely a doable option. I could sit here doing this, and I know anybody can. So that's what I'm trying to bring to you guys. The realism of, yeah, it sucks, and yeah, it's been hard. But you know what? You can do it. You can, and it's just, you just have to have the grit, determination. Mindset is key. You have to want it bad enough. You have to want the betterness. You have to incorporate these foods. Don't sit there and say you're never going to eat them. That's the first rule, is to sit there and say, I'm never going to have it, because that's just unrealistic, because you are going to go back. You are going to eat them. I'm going to tell you that if you haven't heard that before, yeah, you are. You are. You're never going to not have something. It's learning how to fit it in, learning how to portion control it. Let me tell you something. Would you rather have nothing? That's how I look at it. Either I have nothing or I have to have some. So I am so happy to have a portion of something rather than not having it. There's nothing off limits on my plan. Nothing. Except a second portion. But you know, I didn't get here with one portion. I got here with double portions. And I'm still a work in progress. Oh, I still want to go back. I'm not completely over that yet. So I'm hoping someday I will. Someday I won't want to go back. I'm waiting for that day. When that day comes, I will certainly let you know. Hasn't happened yet. Yeah, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is. We have to go through the tunnel to find it. You can't see the light if you're on top of the tunnel, if you're away from the tunnel, if you lie to the tunnel. You have to face the tunnel. You have to go through, march through, put our big girl panties on, and go through it. It's hard. There's some days you just cry. I did. There's some days you just cry because there's something about a full belly, you know, and having, you know, the one joy of life is food. So yeah, I've had many a day where I cried, where I couldn't eat something, or I couldn't eat more of what I wanted. My family still brings that up. It is what it is. But yeah, but you know what? It's how we deal, and I wouldn't be here without it. So that is my spiel for today, actually. I hope you enjoy these vlogs as much as I enjoy doing them, and it has helped me so much telling you and expressing these feelings and what goes on, more than you'll ever know. So I thank you for listening. Have a great rest of your day. If you enjoy these, please give them a thumbs up. If you know anybody that needs this, please share them. They're out there for anybody who needs it, truly. There is a share button. I highly encourage you to share. I would totally appreciate it. And if you want to leave me a comment, you know I love comments. Leave me a comment below. I'm going to be doing the best of when I'm on Christmas break. So if you have anything you need me to revlog about, revisit, please let me know. We're going to have, you know, going out in 2020 with the best of WW vlogs. I don't want to repeat them. I want to revlog them. That's one. I don't want to like share them. I want to refilm them. So if you have a subject you'd like me to talk about, please let me know, because we're going to do the best of 2020 vlogs. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye, folks.